All right, guys, we are live here today on a random Thursday afternoon, and I've got some special guests going to be joining us today on the live interview show. And I'm excited about this one. This one's going to be one that you don't want to miss. And I've got also my co-host, Megan Hall. But these two gentlemen, I'm excited to get to know a little bit more about. One of the guys, actually, you know what? Both of them are pretty much mystery men in the world of pickleball right now. But we're going to shed some light on these guys. We're going to get a little more information on them. We're going to dig a little deeper and find out what makes these guys tick. And as a bonus, we've got a fun game to play at the end if we have time. I hope you guys are ready for this interview. Make sure you ask questions. If we don't get to your questions today live, the two guys that we're going to be interviewing, they will answer those questions afterwards. I'm sure they'll take the time to do that. But without further ado, I want to introduce to everybody AJ Koller and JW Johnson. What's up, guys?
What's going on, Scott?
Not much. I just wanted to first just give you guys a good introduction. You guys are coming off a big match. We're going to get into it. I don't want to give away too many details, but if anybody is paying attention to pickleball around the world and is not living under a rock, they probably saw you guys on a big stage just this past weekend. But we're going to get into all that here shortly. But let's jump right into the questions. You guys, your time's valuable. Also, Megan Hall, thanks for joining us. This is the first time I've had a co-host do an interview, so I'm very excited about that as well.
Well, thanks for having me. I'm excited with these two on. I'm looking forward to hearing their answers. So,
absolutely.
We'll try not to let you down.
Golden Boy fashion, what I really want to do is find out who you guys are and kind of a little bit more about you. So let's start with the first question. Who are you? Where are you from originally? And where do you currently live now?
I like the way that's phrased right away. Who are you? AJ Koller. Yeah, I grew up in St. Louis, Missouri. Currently live in Vegas for the past 3 years. More and more, I realize that nobody has known that I live in Vegas. I hear Texas or California or St. Louis all the time. So, no, I've been in Vegas, and that's where I started my pickleball career basically 3 years ago. So a lot of people in the community out there know me. Been doing lessons for the past year, and of course been playing just local parks for a couple years, so it's been a lot of fun.
Absolutely. And JW, how about you? Go ahead.
I'm JW Johnson. I originally lived in Kansas before. And we moved about 4 years ago to Florida, originally for tennis, but obviously that's changed in the last couple of years. And it's been very nice since. So.
Absolutely. And this is always a fun question to ask people that I have on the interview. And that is, how did pickleball find each of you?
J-Dub, take it away, because I want to know.
You want to know? All right. Well, we were where I was playing tennis. The pickleball course was just a few minutes away. So one day we just went there, tried it, and liked it ever since. And we've just been playing since then. So it was nice.
Martina. I was just texting her about trying to practice.
That's funny.
Tina, let's play it for. She probably can't.
You can't hear. No.
I can hear.
Yeah.
AJ, how about you? How did you find pickleball?
Yeah, for me, I've kind of told this story to some people, I guess, but my aunt, that lives in Austin, she was a high-level tennis player growing up, all through college, played some future pro tournaments, and she got turned on to pickleball in her 50s, introduced it to the whole family one day. bought me a paddle for Christmas. That like 4 months later, I still didn't play that. I left it. I played that one day, and then I waited like a year, and then I kind of found out that there were tournaments, like pro tournaments, and so I thought, I thought I could get into this. Thought I'd give it a shot.
And how did you know that? How did you know that you? When did you fall in love with it? When did you start like wanting to play more tournaments? It's one thing to just play one tournament, but what made you want to play more?
Yeah, it's funny because I started playing and I didn't play a tournament for 8 or 9 months. I didn't really know how to get into that scene. I saw there was that Vegas Open like a month after I started playing. I saw the Vegas Open, which is where I realized there was this whole world. But then I still didn't play a tournament for 9 months after that. I just didn't know how to get into it. But once I did, I kind of just decided that I was going to go all in on it, I guess. It's something I had wanted to try for a long time, try my hand at a racket sport, which I guess I'll explain why in a little bit. But yeah, I kind of just decided, I mean, once I started playing, I was like, this is perfect for me. So it was a no-brainer.
Okay, so what sports do you come from? Like, tell us where you come from and why now a racket sport?
Right. Yeah. So I was a hockey player growing up. It basically ran my life. We would play. I grew up in St. Louis, where there wasn't, it's the hockey scene is bigger than you think, but it's not as big as it is up north. So, we played in leagues out of Chicago all the time. We'd travel around the country most weekends. And in my later high school years, it started to become apparent that I wasn't going to go Division I. At the same time, I was playing high school tennis on the side. And so I started to get pretty good at that. And once I realized hockey was kind of, going to be somewhat of a dead end, I started to think, why didn't I just try tennis? And so since I was about 17, I'd say, I mean, it was a question that has been eating at me, I guess. What could I do in a racket sport? So I went on to college and played, kind of a dead end level of college hockey. And even then, my senior year of college, I wanted to quit hockey and try and play on the club tennis team. Just again, it felt like there was unfinished business for whatever reason in that sport. And then after that, I tried playing ping pong. I tried playing squash. I had this itch again to pick up a racket of some kind and just give it a shot. And so pickleball found me, 10 years later, and here I am.
I like how you talk so humbly about, I just played, a little hockey in college. Like, you downplay it so much. Obviously, everything that's happened up until now has helped your pickleball and where you are in pickleball right now. So really fascinating.
Yeah, I think my back, I don't know, the hockey thing, the background is perfect. I genuinely think my wrists are probably stronger than my calves. It's kind of embarrassing, but my body type is just strange, but it lends well to pickleball for whatever reason. So it's honestly, I think there's actually a weird marriage between hockey and tennis players. A lot of my buddies would play in the springtime as well, and so I want to see more of that culture kind of brought into pickleball personally.
Right. Yeah. JW, so you mentioned a little bit that you found pickleball 2 years ago, but where were you? Was it more your mom, Julie Johnson, who's a senior pro player, pushing you into it? Were you in Kansas at that point, or were you in Delray Beach, Florida?
Yeah, we were in Delray, and I was just at the tennis academy all the time playing. And then when I was playing, my mom would always go to the Delray Beach Tennis Center and play. So after a little bit, I started going with her some days, and started liking it a little bit more each time I went out. So then after about a few months later, I started going quite a bit there after tennis. So
I remember
it was pretty. No, yeah,
I feel like
yeah. So we just.
at the beginning when you guys first moved, I also started getting into pickleball, and even then you weren't really into it then, but you kind of played because your family played, and I think it was an easy transition for you from tennis to pickleball, and you were just playing for fun, but you were better than everyone there, and you were probably playing a quarter of the time. So yeah, very cool.
J-Dub, how good are you at tennis?
Yeah.
I really want to know the answer to this. Are you like?
How good am I in tennis?
Yeah,
So
national. Do you play national tournaments? I don't even know.
ITF tournaments, right?
But other than that, the ranking. I don't think the ranking was too high, so I was all right.
Hey, say that again. It cut out a little bit. What did you say there? JW, what did you say about your ranking? I think he might have limited cell service.
If he would have flipped the phone sideways, he wouldn't.
I think that's
well, I do know that JW played some ITF tournaments actually around the world. So, you have to be a certain level to play in those tournaments and win a few rounds. But I think he's 18 or 19 years old. And a couple years ago when he was moving, I think he was starting to play tournaments more internationally, and then COVID hit. And I think that kind of put a halt to his tennis plans.
Okay.
And I think that's when also he started to play pickleball a little bit more because it was just a little more accessible during COVID. But JW can tell me if I'm right on that. JW, I was trying to answer you, saying that I feel like COVID kind of put a little halt to your tennis, and pickleball was just a little bit more accessible for you to play. I don't know if that's right.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, there was very, very little tennis courts open at that time. Most of them were closed, and obviously in pickleball, there weren't as many, so that was very helpful to go play there. So I was just getting more fun at that point too. So yeah, but especially I got to play a lot of tournaments that year too in 2020. So I started liking it more after I kept playing those too. So.
Yeah, and JW, that leads us to the next question, which is why pickleball? And then why do you continue to play pickleball? It's growing leaps and bounds all across the world. So why pick up the pickleball paddle and put down the racket or play less tennis and more pickleball?
Well, for sure, I was getting a lot better results. And I was just getting a little frustrated with tennis and wanted to try to just kind of back away from that for a little bit and then see what I could do in pickleball. And obviously, I am definitely less frustrated in pickleball than I am in tennis. It's a lot more fun to me. But also
you get frustrated. You get frustrated, J-Dub? I've never seen that.
Very rarely, but yeah, sometimes I do. Yeah, especially
like when I hit lobs in the finals and miss all of them.
Well, yeah. If I get hit, yeah, it's a little bit strange how you keep doing it, but I like it.
That was one of the questions I was going to ask, but we decided to leave it off. But then AJ Koller just brought it up himself.
It has to be brought up eventually.
Yeah, that's true.
The thing is,
was that a strategy going in? Did you guys discuss it beforehand, or AJ, did you just fly by the seat of your pants there?
No, we discussed nothing really. We just said do our normal, our strategy talks were do our normal stuff the whole day. But no, the funniest part is there's no footage of it. But my lobs were working all weekend. And I think in the final, maybe I just didn't commit enough to it, or my wrists were tired. You can only do so much. You can only strain those too much over 3 days. But prior to that, JW will attest to this. They were on.
They were on fire, huh?
They were on fire, right?
JW, true.
That is very true. They were definitely on.
And then the one
somehow.
and then the one match that gets streamed, I missed like 8 of them, and I'm getting blasted by Morgan Evans on national TV for lobbing too much. But I thought it was hilarious, and I'm actually, I don't know, it's motivating because now I'm just gonna keep doing it until it works.
Prove everyone wrong.
Yeah, now I'm gonna do it more.
I feel like it worked other than against the top players in the world. Maybe, I don't know. I could be wrong.
Which is pretty good.
Yeah, that's factual. But against our match against Tyson and Riley, it worked super well. Even though they, their defense is as good as it gets. So sometimes they just plop it back in the kitchen, then I have to do it again. And but yeah, it does work. My new life mission is to prove that, I guess.
Well, we did.
Sorry,
I was going to say we are seeing some of the top players utilize the lob a little bit more. Simone, I've seen use the lob. I don't know if it's as often as maybe you did, but they are being utilized more in an offensive play to kind of get the players off of the kitchen line. So I think there's something to it.
Yeah. It's there's something there. Obviously, I don't know. It didn't work for us. Sorry about that, J-Dub.
Right, yeah. No, all good. I'm healed now.
Okay, so we're gonna get into. You guys are on the Tennis Channel. I mean, that's a big deal. What was that like going in? What was that feeling like, knowing that you're going to be on live TV, playing the biggest pickleball match of your careers?
Yeah, it was for me. It was really surreal. I mean, I didn't grow up exactly watching the Tennis Channel, but my like a lot of these players probably did. But at the same time, it didn't feel that different. I mean, we were still surrounded by. There were a few more cameras, but we were still surrounded by our friends, and so the people that we know. So it makes it easy when you just kind of have your friends around and you're just out there more or less hitting balls. It didn't feel too intimidating for me, at least. It was funny though that we were two of the guys representing the pickleball world, two guys that never had a paddle sponsorship, and kind of had a just a fortunate run to the finals. It was kind of a humorous, but at the same time, it was really I was really proud of us to get to be on that stage, with Ben and Matt. That was pretty cool.
Did you feel like the crowd was in your favor throughout that match? Did you feel like they were rooting more for Ben and Matt, or do you think that they were pulling for you and J-Dub?
That's a good question. What do you think, Jay?
What do I think? I mean, obviously more for Ben and Matt, but I mean a little bit for us. So
you didn't hear any fangirls? J-Dub. No.
Yeah.
No, definitely not for me. That's for sure. Yeah, no. Yeah, no, not at all. Maybe for AJ and his lobs, but not me.
Yeah, right. He's gonna keep going back to that. Honestly, I think people like during the changeovers when they would say "give it up for so and so," they gave us our due respect. But I think people love Ben. They know Ben. They see him winning every tournament, so it's easy he's an easy guy to root for too. Especially when he's on and he's doing his thing better than the rest of us can. So that's easy to root for. So I think everyone was just kind of enjoyed it.
Scott, do you think that people were excited to have like a young new team in the finals playing against Ben and Matt?
I can't speak for everybody, but me personally, I was super thrilled to see you guys team up, make this huge run in the men's pro bracket and make it to the finals. When you guys beat Tyson and Riley the game before, I think a lot of people were shocked. I'm not saying that you guys were total underdogs even in the first place, but it's pretty rare for two individuals to team up for the first time and to do something very special. And then for you guys to do that, and then for us to be friends with you guys and know you guys personally, and just see the opportunity be presented to you guys, I don't think it gets any bigger than that. So yeah, I think a lot of people were rooting for the underdogs, and as much as they enjoy watching the best in the world, like Ben Johns and Matt Wright and those guys, seeing the up and coming superstars make it to the big stage is huge.
Well, good.
JW, go ahead.
I'm glad somebody liked us there.
Anything to add, JW?
You want me to talk so much? Not too much. I mean, yeah, kind of the same. I was excited to be on Tennis Channel. One of our friends made a joke saying I had to quit tennis to be on the Tennis Channel, so they thought that was pretty funny. But I mean, yeah, it was very fun being on there, getting to play. But also, I mean, it didn't feel very much different from any of the other matches we were playing, so it was pretty cool.
So along those same lines, what did you guys talk about going into that match, or did you do any preparations besides maybe making sure those last-minute lobs were on point? What kind of preparations did you guys make? Did you discuss anything strategy-wise, plan-wise, or did you just go in with a blank slate and just let the chips fall where they may?
Yeah, we didn't talk a whole lot. We knew we didn't want to get stuck in dink rallies with Ben, but it's hard not to because he can, he comes in and takes as many balls as he wants. I don't know. We tried to keep it simple the whole tournament. It was just kind of stay patient, keep things unattackable, and wait for a high ball that we can, start a hands battle with. I felt like our hands are as good as any team that we played. Of course, till the end, I think we probably got overwhelmed by Matt and Ben, but no, the whole day it was really we just tried to play smart and I don't know. That's kind of when you get to this level, that's what you have to do. Just keep things low and wait for your spots. So it worked. It worked all the way to the last match for sure.
This is a side question. It's not on the main list of questions, but I am curious. At what point throughout the day did the both of you start to realize that this could become a reality, that you guys could make it to the finals, or was that never even a thought?
I mean, yeah, after the Riley Tyson win, I was pretty excited about that, and I was definitely ready to play anyway. So I was really excited about that. So I was pretty confident after that. So
I'm glad somebody was. I honestly I didn't think about it too much. I tried to just kind of stay in the. I'm trying more to just kind of stay in the moment of the match, but during the Tyson Riley match, like I was pretty exhausted from mixed the day before. We had played like 10 matches, Leigh and I, and so towards the end of that one, I just said, Jada, play the left side. Like I'm exhausted. I'm not gonna be able to dig like with Riley for 10 hours. And so I kind of, I was like, we're just going to play that card and see if it works out. And then it did. And then the next day we were supposed to play the semi that night. And going into it, I'm thinking, Rob and Pat, it's Pat's birthday, it's two tennis guys. Like it just seemed like destiny that they were going to get by us to go to the final. Of course it got delayed. And then going into that match, they just, the semi, they didn't play too well at the start, and so it really wasn't a reality for me until the last point. I don't know. I try not to think about too far ahead. I know if J-Dub's the same way. I don't know what goes on in his head most of the time, but
yeah, a lot of people don't. But
we want to know though.
I'm sure. I mean, I don't know. Like I said, just after the Tyson Riley match, but also, yeah, it's true. I mean, they were making a lot of mistakes in the first game, and then after that, they obviously started making less and less unforced errors. And I don't know, we just tried to outplay them, and I guess that day we did. So.
Yeah.
Do you guys ever feel like going to a match that do you have the mentality that you're the underdog? Do you ever feel like the pressure is on you or the pressure's on them? Like what's the mental state like going into a match playing against Tyson and Riley or Ben and Matt or really any top player?
I mean, we're definitely the underdogs, that's for sure. But
Do you
definitely.
when you go in, are you thinking that?
Oh, I mean, no pressure on us because I mean, we're expected to lose. So I mean, I don't really got a lot of pressure on myself. So I'm just excited to go see what we can do when we're going to play. So.
Yeah, it's actually a comforting feeling. You kind of feel like the skills are not. We're not an underdog in the skills department, but on paper or just by brand name, we're the underdog. So that's it's a very comfortable space to be in, I think, where we know, we practice with these guys. We play rec games with these guys leading up to tournaments all the time. So it's, the disparity in skill is not really that large. It's more just the recognition that's the difference and the resume right now. So it's actually pretty comfortable being an underdog in that sense, where we know that, we can hang and really have a better chance of winning than people think.
Do you feel pressure to get the results when you're potentially looking at sponsorship opportunities? Does that ever cross your mind, either of you?
Oh,
Uh,
yeah, it does. But once there's so many tournaments, you kind of just black out and just go play. I mean, if you don't get a result this tournament, there's one next week, and so it kind of makes it easier where you can just settle in and do your thing and just know that the results will come eventually. Is kind of the best way to look at it, because there's a lot of ups and downs in this game, weekend to weekend. It just depends who shows up, and so I'm actually glad. Sorry to admit this, J-Dub, but in Chicago, I was secretly rooting against you. This was the weekend before Orlando, because J-Dub was coming off a TOC with a bronze in mixed and obviously a gold in singles, so his head was getting a little puffy. We have to admit that.
Yeah. That's true.
So I was thinking, he needs to get humbled real quick before we go into Orlando. And so I was silently, I don't know what the word is, not happy, but it was comforting to see you take a couple lumps in Chicago.
I guess you should. I guess you should do that more often.
Whenever we play a tournament together, I want to make sure to go 0-2 the weekend before.
That must be the recipe for success, obviously.
Yeah, it's just it's such a streaky game. You just have to, I don't know. It's your fire can, I don't know. It can come and go sometimes when you're playing every weekend. So I don't know. The timing was perfect for us, I think, to make a run this tournament. So I think that's what it was.
So can we see this partnership more throughout the year? Who's making those decisions?
Pressure. Talk about pressure right there.
Yeah. I don't think we have any more this year, do we, Jay?
I don't think so. I don't think this year, but hopefully soon. I mean, of course I have to text him. He don't text me, but yeah. I mean, we're figuring it out. So yeah.
You guys might want to.
He seems like this quiet, this quiet, humble guy. But when every tournament he's asked me to play with for the rest of this fall, I've already had somebody lined up, and then he'll mock me, saying he's going to beat me in that tournament, like saying it's a mistake for me not to play with him that tournament. He's like, "Oh, I guess you're comfortable with second or something."
Oh, I love that.
So he really, people don't know this about it. He's got this sharp wit that's not many people have seen yet, but like I want more people to see that out of him, because it cracks me up all the time.
We definitely get that down here in Delray Beach. Me, Megan, Julie, his sister Georgia, and all the other players down here. We definitely know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's
just try not to show it all the time. It's special.
exactly.
We feel honored, JW, that you've shared your wit and smart mouth with us. So
You're so welcome.
And a lot of people, honestly, the way both of you have been described to me from other pros is that you both are kind of sleeping pros, meaning you kind of snuck up on everybody at the last minute. It felt like you guys just kind of came out of left field and started beating other pros out there. But the truth is that's not totally accurate. You guys have been putting that work in. You've been pushing and getting better. I think a lot of people found out exactly who JW was when he beat Ben Johnson singles in, I think it was Oregon or Utah, at TOC in Utah.
TOC.
Yeah.
That was kind of like an awakening for a lot of like casual players. So like, who is this 18-year-old kid named, JW Johnson? But we all knew what was going on. We haven't seen you guys just sneak up on anybody. It's been coming for a little while. It was just a matter of time. And AJ, they said the same about you. People said you kind of go into matches kind of sleepy, like you're not really paying attention, and you want them to think that you're kind of holding your paddle down by your side and almost inviting people to attack you on the court, so you can show them who's boss. Is that a strategy? Is that something that you do intentionally?
I don't know about intentionally, but I can see why people would see me that way, I guess. I try to just kind of go in with a calm attitude, because it's a very patient sport. So I can't get all ramped up like I would when I would go play hockey, I guess, and try and, run into somebody. So it's a different, I don't know. I don't know how to go into a pickleball match, I guess. I've been trying to figure out how to do that. And I guess walking in half asleep has been my solution so far.
yeah, I would like to say that don't change anything you're doing, because I think you're making some good, making some good headway in the sport. It seems to me that you have good balance between being patient and then being aggressive, like your natural hockey aggressiveness. But
yeah, and actually, I like the reason I think JW and I work out is because I play better when I'm playing more intensely, and JW is he just stays level-headed the whole time, and so. But at the same time, I think he wants to be pushed. He wants his intensity to be pushed. I've just watched him play with Johnny Goldberg and Leia over the past year, and so like I can always see them kind of, pushing him to bring the best out of him. So in turn, that makes me, I don't know, kind of play that role, and I think that made me play better, where I'm not just kind of lollygagging, and so
giving him high energy, and then also in turn that then gives you high energy. And
yeah, because I know if I don't give it, I mean, J-Dub's not going to be the one to kind of, give a pep talk mid-game, which is, he doesn't have to be that. I guess it works better if I'm play that role. So I think, it worked out. Yeah.
I would love to mic JW up when you play with him and have him do the pregame and live game pep talks. That would be fantastic.
It'd be about.
I feel like JW's move, which I've never seen in doubles. I've never seen him do this in doubles, but I've seen him do this in singles when he's like really mad. Take note, if JW's doing this, he's not in a good place for about a half a second, and then he moves on, and smooth sailing from there. But I don't know if you saw any of those to the chest, but
yeah, I've seen him do that too.
Yeah,
I don't think I saw
that's true. Well, I try not to show too much emotion out there, but sometimes it just comes out every once in a while. So
you don't.
Yeah,
I love it.
Yeah.
Let's shift gears a little bit. Megan, go ahead with this question for JW.
All right, JW, you and I have had many conversations about tennis and pickleball. So I want to know, especially with your recent success in pickleball, major success, Are you committed full time to pickleball? Have you, given up tennis? Where's your head out with that?
I mean, yeah, haven't, I haven't really thought about it a lot because I've just been weighing a lot on pickleball, and I mean, I don't know, it just doesn't miss tennis a little bit, but it just doesn't seem like something I want to go back to right now. So as of right now, yeah, I'm full-time pickleball right now. So it just seems like that's the better move to do right now. So yeah,
Understandably so.
Yeah, definitely.
So.
We're happy that you're in pickleball and you're here to stay. So, all right, this next question, it's always a good question. Let's ask both of you guys this: has pickleball changed your life? And if yes, in what way?
Go ahead. AJ.
Not everybody wants.
Yeah. There's like, God, that's such a hard question to answer. There's so many ways. I mean, it's really opened my eyes up to this whole new community of people and friends. And I mean, 3 years ago, I was kind of just playing beer league hockey with my old college buddies, and it was kind of the same thing for the last 6 years since we graduated. And so yeah, it's just I've met so many people the past 3 years. It's been like overwhelming, but it's been amazing at the same time. I mean, I'm not a very social guy, but I still really like meeting people and hearing their stories and getting to travel around and teach a game that I love. And yeah, it's totally turned my life on its ear, I think. Yeah, every way possible. It's been changed.
J-Dub, how about you? From an 18-year-old perspective, how has pickleball changed your life, and in what way?
Yeah, I mean, because I've been doing a lot of interviews, and that's helped me with just using my words a little bit more, rather than just saying like a couple sentences and then being done with it. But I mean, just having the coach just play in front of other people too has really changed a lot, because before I didn't really like doing that. I didn't like talking to a lot of people before too, just because I was really shy. But yeah, I say it's changed me in how much easier it's to confront people now with like talking and stuff.
I love it. That's growth in life, and you're going to continue to get interviews. You're going to continue to have to play in front of big crowds as the sport continues to just expand in huge ways. So I'm excited to see your personal growth as well as your professional growth. But let's switch gears again. I think these questions are fantastic questions. The people at home actually, I think, would ask these same exact questions. And so let's pop this one up there. It's, what's your favorite event to play? Singles, men's doubles, or mixed doubles? And speaking of using more words, we don't just want one word answers. We want, why is it your favorite?
Oh boy, JW, start.
All right. Men's doubles and mixed doubles is really close. I like both of them a lot, just because I just always like doubles more. I've always just liked having somebody with me right beside me while I'm doing good or bad. And obviously I like, the fast hands a lot. I like all sorts of different shots that you can do in doubles that you can't do in singles. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know about men's or mixed. I can't put one over the other right now, but I like both a lot. So yeah.
I didn't expect that answer. I thought you were going to say singles, and
that's shocking, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. I just like doubles a lot. So
awesome. And AJ, how about you?
Yeah, I kind of echo the same thing. It's nice being out there with somebody to battle with. Singles can get somewhat lonely, which is weird because I loved singles in tennis. I hated doubles in tennis, but now it's just comforting to be, have a partner to to go to war with. Mixed, I like mixed. You have a little bit more free will to go take a bunch of balls and just kind of go crazy at the net. But men's is more of a chess match almost, and so that part of it's fun. It's more of a patient thinking game. There's a lot of positives to all three. Yeah, I like them for different reasons.
Awesome. Meg, go ahead with this one. Megan, do you want to ask this next question?
Sure. Where do you guys think the sport will be in 3 to 5 years?
AJ?
I don't even know where it'll be in 18 months, honestly. It's growing like wildfire. It's been really cool to see what the PPA has been able to do, bringing it's actually incredible that they brought in Fox Sports and Tennis Channel to pickleball, this sport that's like a year and a half old. I think it'll just be bigger and bigger. I could see it. I could see colleges starting to have teams. They'll have like college national championships, and then the professional sport will just be even bigger. I wonder if eventual ATP players, like professional tennis players, will start to cross over and play both tours. There's one girl that has kind of done that, Caitlin Christian, on the women's side. She's still a prominent doubles player and will come into a pickleball tournament and compete like, with ease. So I wonder if that'll start happening where the tours will kind of mix with each other. Olympics is probably too soon to think about, but yeah, I think college sports and then the tours mixing, that'll probably be, I wonder if that'll happen. It might be my prediction, I guess.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And then more specifically, JW, where do you see yourself in the sport in 3 to 5 years from now?
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. I mean, I'm gonna keep trying, that's for sure. Hopefully me and AJ can do really well in that time frame. I don't know. We'll see if he's gonna be that good in that many years, but I mean,
this is what I'm talking about. This is where it comes out.
But
I love it.
But I mean, yeah, I mean, I'm excited. I'm gonna keep going, and then see where I'm at in that many years. So, yeah.
Hopefully we're in this exact same interview with the Orlando Cup next to us next time.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll see.
I really want to know
good.
where Chet Subaru is going to be in 3 to 5 years. That's one of my main questions.
That's we all want to know that. I try not to talk to him too much. He can be a lot to handle.
Now, is he a cousin? Is he a friend of yours?
No, a friend is way too strong of a word. I don't even know if I'd consider him an acquaintance.
Wow.
He and I have had some personal beef over the years, ever since he started coming out to the courts. And objectively, yes, he's better than me, but it doesn't mean that he can treat me the way that he does. So,
wow.
My first experience with Chet Subaru at PPA tournament in San Clemente recently. And I mean, his ego, I'm surprised it fit in the building. There was a gold medal match going on behind him, and he was baffled why the crowd was not watching him warm up. It was unbelievable.
Yeah, that sounds like him. It's Chet's world. We're all just living in it.
I saw that too. I was wondering who this fat guy was hitting the deckle bar. He didn't seem too good, so I was like, "Who is this?"
Yeah, you might want to hit him up for some tournaments, J-Dub. Honestly, if you don't think I'll be,
maybe
he's a lefty
yeah,
too.
I
So
mean,
you
you
can play
never know.
left side all day. He's a lefty.
Well, I can't figure
That
out,
might.
is he a true lefty or is he ambidextrous? I can't figure it out. He looks unorthodox doing both.
Yeah, he could play with his feet. I mean, he's just talented. That's all you can say, really. He's just uber talented. I have to give him his respect on that.
I love it. Love it. All right, we're gonna jump to another question. This is kind of one of those questions, kind of a hot topic question. You don't have to go into great depth about this, but I am curious about both of your thoughts on the chainsaw serve. That's kind of been a hot topic. Are you in favor? Are you not? What are your thoughts?
I've never missed one,
AJ.
so I don't care.
I mean, same. I don't really care either way. I mean, I know some people do, some people don't, but I'm kind of on the side that I don't really care too much. So.
All right, AJ, you said you don't miss any of them, so it doesn't matter to you. But do you actually use them in your serving at all?
I don't. I haven't quite. I just haven't practiced it, I guess, and I don't know. I don't know that it provides as much as an advantage as people think, I guess. I don't know. I think a good hard serve can do as much. Can be as difficult as a one that has spin on it, I guess. Because it really it can mess up the server too when it comes back with a lot of spin on it. I think that's where people forget that the next shot after the return, or the third shot, basically now has a bunch of action on this ball, and so it can be hard to control for them. So it kind of goes both ways. I know a singles match I had against Ben. I was kind of beating him through a game and a half, and he was using the chainsaw serve the whole time, and then he stopped, and then he beat me. So I don't know. It's I don't know that the advantage is as vast as people think. Yeah.
Okay, good stuff. Good stuff. Yeah. And then Megan, go ahead with this one.
Okay, who is your favorite player to play with and against?
Oh boy,
J-Dub. You're on the hot seat. No pressure.
All right. Well, obviously, so far, probably AJ. But and then I also like playing with Dylan Frazier a lot too. He's very, very fun to play with. So I'm thinking about teaming up with him a little bit next year too. But against, hey, I said some. But against, yeah, I always like playing against Jay Vivier, just because he always makes me laugh a lot. So I always like playing against Jay. But AJ is pretty fun to play against too when he hits it to my forehand. So it's pretty fun.
That was one day in Sneedus. I won't forget that.
Yeah. How about you?
Favorite player to play against is, of course, Grant Bond. Even though I think he beat me in doubles last time, but we have some epic singles matches. Usually it starts with me down 10-0 or something, and I don't know. We just always have fun on the court together. So against Grant Bond, play with. I love playing with J-Dub. Honestly, Cassidy is fun to play with because he just gets the crowd into it. He does so much crazy stuff, which can be maddening, but the crowd gets so into it that it's a good atmosphere whenever you're on the court with him. So
how does that work, playing two lefties with one another? complicated, or you guys make it work?
No, AJ,
Well, I'm right-handed. Chet's the
AJ's a
lefty.
righty.
That's right.
But
What
I
am
mean,
I
his alter ego might be a lefty in a different world. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah,
Totally forgot about that.
yeah. No, I love.
Well,
playing
I
with
can see how that would
lefties.
be confusing.
Yeah, right. So confusing because they look so much alike. It's like, sorry
Yeah,
about
I
that,
don't
AJ.
know why. I don't see it. People say that. I just don't see it. I don't know that we look alike, but yeah.
All right, guys, check this out. So everybody watching, we've got a little special game. I told you guys in the beginning if we had time. We've got about 10 minutes left, so we're gonna try to do this. So beforehand, this is called "How Well Do You Know Your Partner?" And what makes this a lot more fun, I think, for me, is this isn't Matt and Lucy or Ben and Tony doing this. This is two guys who have teamed up for the first time that I know of at the Orlando Cup. They went all the way to the gold medal match. They ended up taking silver against Ben Johns and Matt Wright. But I would think you would get to know that partner just a little bit more than, hey, what's up? How you doing? Let's go play some pickleball. But we're going to find out. And Megan and I sat down before the interview, and we thought of basically 6 questions or 5 questions that we were going to ask each of these guys. And so this is how the game is going to work. We're going to start with JW first. And so JW answered questions, and he's going to try, and AJ's going to try to guess the correct answer. And we're going to have them put up on the screen 2 phones with those answers at the same time. And we're going to see how well they know each other. Gentlemen, are you ready?
Hang on, wait a minute. I have to find it again.
All right, I got my phone.
All right. So this
Did we
first
answer all those questions? Yeah.
All right, I'm just gonna have to tell you. I can't find it.
You can't find it?
No, they took the phone again. I'm gonna have to tell you.
So
All right,
just write your answers down as we go.
All right.
Do you have anywhere you can write down?
There's no paper at all around here, so that is a problem.
All right, so you're gonna have to say the answer.
Honor system.
We'll count down
All right.
3, 2, 1, and then AJ, you're gonna show your answer. And remember,
Okay.
these are questions about JW. So
Yes.
AJ Koller's answering the questions in favor of JW right now. Okay.
Yes.
All right.
All right. Here we
Right.
go. The first question is, what's your partner's favorite shot in pickleball? And I'm going to count it down. 3, 2, 1, go.
Forehand volley.
JW,
Lob.
say it at the same time.
Oh, okay, I got you. All right, I got you. It was lob, but yes.
That was
Wait, your favorite shot is a lob or AJ's?
Yeah, AJ's.
okay. We're not okay. We're confused on the game.
No, what's your favorite shot?
JW, this is about your
Okay,
favorite
I got
shot.
I got you.
Tell me if I'm right. Forehand
All right.
volley.
That's entirely correct. Yes.
Okay. All right. So now, JW, these questions are your questions, and he's trying to guess them at the same time. So when I ask the second one, I want you to say it at the count of 3, okay? What's your partner's favorite color? 3, 2, 1, go.
Brown.
Aqua.
Aqua. Okay, so JW's favorite color is brown. AJ guessed aqua. Not correct.
Your favorite color is brown?
Charlie.
Yeah.
Brown is
You
not
can-
the answer I
How is
thought.
that possible?
Not possible.
No, how is
right.
that possible?
This
You're
one
you're an
is
aqua guy. Just
Yeah.
admit it.
Maybe
All right,
in the next
we're
slide.
this next one is going to be fun. It is, what does your partner's first name initials stand for? So on the count of 3, JW, you're going to say what your initials are, and we're going to see if AJ knows if that's the right answer. 3, 2, 1, go.
James Walter.
Aw,
Okay, we got it right. We
I
finally
know
got
that
one
one.
right there.
That's
Actually,
a good
that's the second one.
There you go.
Second one.
I know that one.
All right. Next one. I'm going to put it up on the screen. True or false? JW has been playing tennis since he was 3 years old. 3, 2, 1. True or false?
Say true.
False.
Oh,
It's
2 years old?
So he said true. AJ says true. JW says false. JW, what's the correct answer?
5.
Since we're at 5?
5?
5 years old. Yeah. 2 years.
All right.
Yeah.
3 years old was incorrect. All right. The
Yeah,
last
this is not
question
good.
that we asked AJ and JW to answer was, which would you rather do? Wash dishes, mow the lawn, clean the bathroom, or vacuum the house?
Hang on, let me text
Three.
Julie real quick.
3, 2, 1. Put up your answer.
I said Mo.
Wash dishes.
God, I was gonna say
not
that.
quite.
I was gonna say that.
That's funny. All right, so
Wash
you guys
dishes.
went. AJ, you went 2 for 3. You got 2 answers correct. You missed 3 of the questions.
That's not good.
Now, we're gonna switch it. Now we're gonna ask the questions for JW to answer, and these are AJ's answers. So JW is gonna try to guess the correct ones for AJ. All right. So first question: what's your partner's favorite shot in pickleball? 3, 2, 1, go.
Lob.
Lob.
Obviously.
Did you? Okay, so
They got-
that's correct.
Yeah, lob.
He knew that.
Lob.
one.
Sorry.
He knows that. one.
So the lob. So you guys both said that at the same time. All right,
Yeah.
so now
Yeah.
we're going to do the next one. You both have to say it at the same time if it's not written down. All right.
All right.
All right.
Question 2.
I'm gonna write it down.
What's your partner's favorite color? 3, 2, 1, go.
White.
White.
He said white.
I said navy blue.
Navy blue is the answer. That is incorrect. So J-Dub's 1 for 1 at this
White.
point. All
That's
right.
not even a color. That's an it's the
Question
absence of
number
color.
3.
It's not even a color.
What does your partner's initials stand for?
Oh,
3,
there's no way he knows
2,
this. There's no way.
1, go.
Auger Jasmine.
You said
Auger
Jasmine?
Jasmine?
Yeah. Yeah. I have no idea what it is.
At least
I got
AJ,
the first one right though.
That's not close. I don't admit this very
No?
often, but that's my real name.
You're gonna have to
Yeah,
pronounce that
something.
for us.
Alois is my first name.
Alois.
Julius is my last name.
Alois Julius. So AJ
Wait,
is just
where's that from?
So it's a family name. I'm technically the 4th. It's just been passed down. My great grandfather was, I think he was Hungarian.
Okay.
So yeah,
Wow.
AJ the
So-
first was from Hungary.
So if I
Wow.
say Alois Julius on the broadcast next time, are people going to know now?
I hope so. Yeah, most people know. Funny enough, people that are close to me will call me Alois. Yeah.
You go by, you'll answer to Alois.
Yeah. It's kind of sometimes it's endearing. It means you know me well.
Mhm.
So, but I guess now everyone knows. So now it's not as
It's wasted.
now it's wasted.
I love it. All right, the next one. All right, so this is true or false. And JW, on the count of 3, I want you to say true or false. AJ Koller has 2 different colored eyes. 3, 2, 1, go.
False.
What is it, AJ?
That's true.
Okay, which colored eyes do
probably
you
can't
have?
see it. I have my right eye is brown. My
Wow.
left eye is more hazel. It says on my license. Dichromatic eyes. I don't know.
That's what it
Same
says on
thing
the
to
license.
me.
Huh? Yeah, it says that. It's like 3/4 brown. I don't know. It's strange.
I love it.
Sorry, I
Very
was
different.
You
hazel
clearly
and
haven't
brown.
looked at me
All right.
closely. We
No,
haven't made enough eye contact.
no, not enough at all, I guess.
Maybe might be a good thing, actually.
Oh my gosh.
Probably
All
so.
right. And
Yeah.
the last and final question, which would you rather do? Wash dishes, mow the lawn, clean the bathroom, or vacuum the house? 3, 2, 1, go.
Wash dishes.
No.
All right.
Mow the lawn.
Mow the grass. So
Yeah.
AJ mow the grass for both of you guys.
I just figured,
I could see that.
two guys
I love
like
it.
to be out. Like to be outside. It's the best. It's
I can
therapeutic,
see
J-Dub.
that.
You should try it.
So
It seems
after
too much.
tallying,
In Vegas? What lawn is he mowing in Vegas?
Yeah, it's true. It's all turf now. I only get to mow the lawn when I go back to my parents' house.
Yeah, I'm Missouri. Okay.
Yeah.
yeah, I feel like it's in Missouri.
Yeah, there's plenty to mow there, but Vegas, yeah, it's all turf. It's kind of strange, or just rocks.
Yeah, right.
No grass.
Desert.
And
Yeah.
JW, do you wash dishes at the house? Is that your chore? Is that your job at the house?
Very rarely will I do, but yeah, if I have to do something, I'll do that. Yeah.
You only do the dishes
I
or
don't-
washing if you're out of like the fork that you need. Like if there's no more forks, then you'll wash your one specific fork for you, right?
Sometimes I'll do that. Sometimes I'll just ask somebody else to do it. But yeah, mostly me. I'm joking.
The best part is he's not joking. That's
Yeah,
the best
right.
He's joking, but he's not.
Exactly.
He has to say
Yeah.
he's joking there.
I wish
Exactly.
Julie could hear the answer he just gave. She can provide some context, I'm sure.
I'm fairly
Yeah,
confident
most
she's
definitely.
watching right now. She's probably typing comments on there right now that JW never does dishes at the house.
I did a couple last night. I had to. It was pretty traumatic. So yeah.
It's pretty dramatic. I love it.
Yeah.
All right, guys, so after tallying up all the answers, it is evident that AJ Koller knows his partner better than JW knows his. It was 2 wins to 3 in favor of AJ Koller. So you win. I don't know what you win, but maybe a sponsorship from a paddle company.
Hey, that'd be nice. I don't know what that's like.
I said this before on other broadcasts where I was interviewing a pro player who was pretty prominent in the sport and didn't have a sponsorship at that point. AJ Koller, guys, is a free agent. If you're a paddle company out there and you haven't signed this guy yesterday, I think you are missing the boat here. You guys need to be hitting this guy up on Facebook or Instagram or something and finding out how you can sign this guy immediately to your company. He is a phenomenal player. He just played the gold medal match against the best players in the world on Tennis Channel. I don't know what you could ask for from a potential player to get sponsored.
In the same breath, I do have to thank. I don't know how many people know how much I've been working with Fromouth Pickleball, but I did. They're not a paddle company, obviously, but they run the store at the PPA tournaments and have a basically an all pickleball, tennis, whatever you need shop online, and so they've been helping me out for the past few months, and so yeah, I'm really grateful for them to kind of support me, because I wouldn't be able to do what I've done the past few months without them. So yeah, thank you to Fromouth. I got to give them a shout out. And but yeah, I need a paddle eventually at the same time.
I love it. All right, guys, we're gonna wrap this up. It's been right at about an hour. I really appreciate you guys. Megan, I know you appreciate him as well. Thank you for being on the show. You guys go prepare for the Atlanta Open. Hopefully the rain holds off. But you guys get some rest, get some food in you, and we'll catch up with you guys later, okay?
Bye, guys.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you, Scott.
Good luck in
You're welcome,
Atlanta.
guys.
Thank you.
All right, guys.
Bye.
Thank you.
All right, Megan, this is a wrap. What did you think? Final thoughts on that interview? Fantastic.
Yeah, I mean, it's always interesting to talk to up and coming top players who, you know, I think I was a little shocked at how humble AJ was. Not that I thought that he was a very cocky person, but just hearing their mentality on the court and where they come from, I think is really fascinating. And I think that we all can learn from what they're doing with their pickleball on and off the court. You know, they both are very nice people. So
yeah, I think they found a dynamite team right there. You know, I don't know if people truly realize the significance of what they accomplished this past weekend at the Orlando Cup to run. Listen, we play at the pro level, and we get in there in the brackets, and we sometimes go 0-2, 1-2, or 2-2. Sometimes, occasionally, I go 3-2 on a good weekend. But it is immensely difficult to team up with somebody for the very first time and to run the whole bracket and get to a finals. And nonetheless, on a weekend where they were going to have it live on the Tennis Channel. So these guys are special individuals. And I'm super excited to see them team up again in the future and see what kind of damage they can do at the pro level.
I hope they do team up more often in the coming year. Just based on their first tournament, it's clear that they obviously can do something really special in the sport. So I hope that they can make it happen. Obviously, it's never fun to have some success with someone and then have already committed to other tournaments with other players. But at the end of the day, I mean, honestly, it's a business and you have to do what's best for your pickleball. And I think that everyone kind of has to understand that. So I don't know who they're playing with, but I definitely want to see them in more tournaments to come playing with one another.
Yeah, definitely. And we're going to wrap this up as of just now because we've got some things to handle. We're going to be heading to the APP Atlanta Open in Griffin, Georgia. If you've never been there or don't know about that facility, it's a tremendous facility. It's got, I believe, 16 dedicated courts. I know they're going to have a nice championship court there. It's been rainy the last. It started on Wednesday, and then today. The last 2 days have been a little rainy as the weather's not been great, but it's looking better on Friday and Saturday. And so we're going to be there. Megan's going to be doing some filming and some video work, and I'm going to be playing men's pro doubles in the Saturday morning with Mike Forster, and I'll be helping Megan as well with some video stuff. So hope you guys can tune in. Hope to see you there, and we'll catch you next time on the Golden Boy Pickleball live interview show. Also today at Pickleball, if you are not on TikTok, make sure you get on TikTok and subscribe to Today in Pickleball, as Megan is doing a fantastic job with that, uploading videos that people want to see in pickleball. So go check it out. Make sure that you tune in, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.